going to show you a very simple example. This is an equation, a fraction addition that the student wants to know what the steps are. He can enter it in our homework section and then find an answer for that, right? So as you see, it's a simple fraction, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. He can enter an answer for that. Here in this case, the student has entered an 2 by 5, which is a wrong answer, right? Now if the student wants to see what the right answer is, he can click on the next step. Clicking on the next step will show him the right answer, which is 5 by 6. Now if the student wants to know what the steps are involved in computing that answer, he can click on that plus sign right next to 2 by 5, and then it will show him what the steps are. Next we are going to see a simple linear equation example. So we are going to find out the value of x. It's a simple equation, x plus 3 equal to 7. The student can click on next step to see how to solve it. They can click on hint to see the hint, and in this case, clicking on next step, they got to see the final answer, which is x equal to 4. Now we show multiple ways to solve the same problem. You can see that right below the question we have solution 1 and solution 2. Right now we are seeing solution 1, and we can see the solution 2. This is the solution 2, which just clicking on next step shows like one step at a time, and then the student sees the final answer. Now in case the student wants to enter in the answer, he can also enter any step. He doesn't have to click next step. He can enter the step, and the engine is intelligent enough to figure out whether he has written the right step given what the previous step is. Now we are trying to solve a little more complicated example which involves rational number. This is something that they get in 9th standard. So they can click on next step. Anytime they can click on that plus symbol to see what the sub steps are, or they can also enter in their own answer to see if they have the step, if they got the step right. So clicking on the next step shows them the final answer. They can also select the grade in which they are studying. Once they select the grade, the whole curriculum for that particular grade is loaded. When they click on practice, they see all this topic. Now in this case for 7th, we see that we have number system, pre-algebra, all the topics. They can click on any topic and then they will start getting questions to practice in this particular topic. Before that, let me show you how students practice in India's leading EdTech app Byju's. Just like any other app, when students practice, they get either a multiple choice question or fill in the blank questions. In case they get the answer wrong, they try it again or see what the answer is and the steps to solve the problem. This does not really help students learn how to solve the problem. ThirdLeap app has interactive practice questions. We are looking at a linear equation word problem. If the student knows how to solve the question, he can directly enter the answer. I entered 32 as the answer and the system immediately marks it as wrong answer. I can try entering the solution again, or I can ask for hint. When I ask for hint, the system starts guiding the student on how to solve this question. It starts asking series of questions that will lead to the answer. The student is asked to input an answer and the system checks the answer. Every interaction within the system is captured. After practicing with the app for some time, the app will be able to judge from its interaction with the student The student's precise weakness. Is he struggling in understanding problem text, or remembering the concepts, or applying the concepts, or computation? Once student's weakness is identified, then the system can give him the right set of problems to practice. Also, the student will get questions appropriate to the level he can tackle in that concept, and progressively gets tougher questions. The students can also view appropriate videos that will help him understand the concept better. At any point, he can also assess his knowledge of the concept. In assess, the student gets series of questions to answer. Unlike practice, he cannot ask for hint while taking the assessment. Once he submits the assessment, he can review the answers. The questions he got wrong, he can ask for hints and try to solve the question again, just like in the practice book. There is also a progress section which tracks the effort made by the student. It shows what is the student's current level in each concept. You can also take a photo of an handwritten equation and find out how to solve it.